Okay, so this is gonna be a guide how to PvP and what is gonna be your base, basically your slaves world layout, and they are a bit bugged here. So first, for the base layout, what piles you want to use, I prefer to use like all Anubis for mining, repairing, crafting, anything. So I'm using 6 of them, and I usually, when there is no raid or nothing, this is a PvP server, so it has raids. When during the raid, I just remove everything and I put like my best pals so they can defend the base. Off raid hours, I put them like this. This is the setting I prefer to put my Anubises on. So I deactivate 4 of them to not do any boxing, to just focus on crafting and farming ore or stone or whatever is in your base available. The other 2 will help with the boxing as well, so transporting. So when there is farm ready to be pick up or whatever, they will go and help. Because I'm using Lylene and she doesn't have transporting, but she has what is it called? Planting 4 and gathering 2. And then for waterworks, I use Yormantide because it's water for the best one that you can get. And the perks that you want to talk about the perks later. Well, for fire, again, Yormantide, Ignis. And for electricity, since the new update, you have to use Orzerk, because no other pals will have enough electricity for the base. And for freezer, I'm using Frostalion, because it has freezing or cooling level 4. And then Bella, it's an option, you can use another Lylene, but I use Bella because she has medicine 4, so if I need sometimes to craft anything by medicine table, I just use Bella to go like boom craft. But otherwise you can just use 2 Lylene, doesn't matter. And the working perks, since the new update that you want to have is Artisan, Serious, and Work Slave, and Nocturnal. This makes them to work day and night, so they never sleep. This guy is acting weird. And for example, the perks I told you, and when the raid is over, what you want to do is you want to set your Anubises to do nothing but repairing, and make sure you have enough repair parts in your boxes. Do I have some here? Yeah, for example, I have some here, and they're just taking repair parts, and they will go repair your base, whatever is damaged. But what you need to consider is if your base has like multiple layer of honeycomb which is not accessible, they will just drop the repair kits, because there is like, for example, there is a wall here and there is a wall behind it right now. If you rocket a wall with Musanda, it will damage the wall behind it as well. So if there is no pathway to the wall behind this for Anubis to repair it, they will just come here and drop the repair parts, or they will grab the repair parts from the box and they will just drop it on the ground and they don't know where to go or how to repair it. For example, if any of those walls outside are damaged and none of my gates to outside is open, they will just do this. So when they do this, it means there is a part of your base which is not reachable for them. That's all. And let's put them back to normal so you don't go crazy. And what's the other one is your party pals. In a PvP server, all you need is something to fly with. Right now I'm using Frostalion Knock because she's the fastest flyer. Because in our server here we have Jet Dragon locked. You cannot just hit rocket with it and go maximum speed. So you basically cannot sprint with Jet Dragon. So the best option after that to use is Frostalion. But also in our server, Frostalion defense has been nerfed significantly, which is maybe even more than a half. 676 is with 88 IV foods. And then the second is Gale Claw. You doesn't matter what build you go for it, you always need a Gale Claw. It's your best friend. You need to always have it, and make sure to make it level 4, because you go way faster with Gale Claw level 4. So you can catch up or run way faster with Gale Claw level 4. Uh, then you have something to raid with, which I use Musanda Lux. The abilities I use on it is Lightning Strike, because it's a good AoE and it's only 40-second cooldown. Shockwave, 4-second AoE. Thunderstorm is a new one. It's also a strong like AoE spell that you can use. And then his rockets. And what we have here is Musanda Rocket has been nerfed, I think from 20 or 40 or whatever it is the vanilla is, to 6, and cooldown is 20 second or 25 second. Sorry, that was not meant to happen. 20 seconds. So we use 6 rocket for 20 seconds. This makes it more balanced, so you cannot just rocket someone to death. And as you can see, so because it's probably one of these walls are damaged and they come here, but they are not allowed to go outside the base radius, so they just drop the repair kits. If I close the door, they will never come here. And the next pal that you need, I prefer Joltox or Joltok Crisp. They do the same thing. Grab it, hit anyone with it, and make it 4-star, and if they have a strong shield, the shield will break immediately, and after that, if you hit them again with another one or something else, they will just die. And then, this is just for the memes, for Fangalops who just love to run, and the Presso does the job to catch them, but it's really late to the wipe, this wipe, and there's nobody that actually I can catch. And if I want to go like default, I would go something like this, or maybe I would carry a penguin for its RPG, but I don't like it. Or you can go, I don't know, one of the new bosses, Blazamon, or Bella, or maybe Celine, any of them, or you can go with Dogen, which has the teleport ability, so you don't have to use your Daisy Cloud to teleport. So it's basically, the idea behind it is to use them when you raid. It's the idea how I use it. Most people use it to run. The idea is to just use it, you loot everything, and one of the people in your team, or you if you're solo raiding, you loot everything and then you use this sky skill to teleport to your closest base, or just use a Daisy Cloud, whatever you got. The next one are their perks. For your flying, you definitely need legend, a damage perk, muscle head preferably, or ferocious, whatever you can get your hands on. But muscle head is 30% more attack, ferocious is 20%. And then you need swift. If you are extra runner, you can make it. You can add runner here as well. But in Frastallion Knock, I like it's. She's already fast enough, so I don't need another like a third running perk on it, so I just put infinite stamina so I can chase and spam abilities a lot. And the abilities that you want to have, since most of the servers, or actually all of the servers, when the population goes more than like 15 or 20 people, there will be a desync in the damage your weapon, so the only way to kill a player, the other player, is to use your pals. And to use your pals, you need abilities for them to hit. So you want to preferably use abilities that doesn't have animation lock and has a tracking. So air cannon, for example, is the best ability that has a tracking and 2-second cooldown. So you simply you can chase them and hit them with air cannon. These two ability, flame funnel and blizzard spike, they all have animation lock. So you can you have to use it basically on the right time, so you do not animation lock yourself while others give the other person a chance to hit you. What I'm talking about animation lock is, for example, I can run and hit with the air cannon. It has basically like half a second animation lock, but if I use Blizzard Spike or anything, it has a few second animation lock, which during that time I can do anything except staying AFK till my pal use the ability. And in general, all of your pals, whatever you build, you want legend, a damage perk, or for example my Musanda that I raid with it, it has 3 damage perk, Legend has 20%, Ferocious has 20%, and Musclehead has 30%. And then you want Stronghold strategies. This perk is your best friend. Never forget to have this friend. You can have it on at least minimum on 3 pals all the time. Like as you can see here, I have it on my 4 of my pals, but I usually go with like maybe Bella, or I go with Blazamon. So they don't have it, but still I still get to have 3 of them. So on your Gale Claw, you always want Vanguard and Stronghold strategies all the time, no matter what. Maybe you can, if you have the parents to breed them, you can have motivational leader on them, or any other perks that gives you extra boost in farming or crafting or whatever. But 2 best perks that you need on them is Stronghold strategies and Vanguard. And Runner and Swift doesn't make the Gale Claw go faster. Only leveling it up in the stars and condensing it will make it faster. So that was all the perks, and also the perks on the bosses. Since you can't breed them to give them legend, you want preferably 2 damage perk, Serenity the new perk, which is a damage and a cooldown reduction perk, and either Bloody Body or whatever else you like. I usually give them Bloody Body, which this guy has it as well. Siren of Void already gives dark 30% dark damage, which is better than Ferocious, so I don't need to add Ferocious here. And yeah, that's all. Unless you want to use any other abilities that is not dark. If you want to use that, it's the best way to go like this. Go Legend, Musclehead, and Ferocious for damage. So any other ability you use on your pal, if they are dark and you want to use an ice skill, if you have this damage perks, they will boost this thing damage. But if you have Siren of Void, it will only boost ice spells and dark spells. So it doesn't, like if I put, I don't know, Sand Twister or Aqua Burst or whatever, it doesn't affect their damage. Only those spells damage will be boosted by Musclehead and Serenity, which is 40% here. That's all. And for example here, you see on my raid pal that I have, it's all electricity. I don't really need any other spell on it. I have Musclehead, Ferocious, and Legend, so everything will be boosted. Or you can even put Lord of Lightning on it instead of Ferocious. And the next thing, foods and potions. I literally made a list. So foods and potion, you always want to use Carbonora on you and your primary pals that are out and fighting. And then what else you can do is you can use it and then put it here in your food box. So every 10 minutes, you or any of your pals that eat, they will eat this Carbonora. So you don't need to right click it non-stop. But early games when you don't have a lot of them, I think, well, how many we have? We have 670 left. When you don't have that much of them, just use them manually. That's all. And then healing potions. They are also very necessary because they heal you for 2000. I think the duration on our server is 40 seconds right now, so they heal you for 2k on 40 and during 40 seconds. But the thing is, if you use one, it has a timer. You can't use multiple of them to get more heal. No, it doesn't work like that. If I use it again, only the timer will restart, as you can see. You see that plus timer on top of the HP? That one will restart. It won't heal more, it will just restart the timer. So you cannot heal more than 2000 every 40 seconds. You can just restart the timer, it goes to 0 again. And for weapons, you can use whatever you like, but since there is a weapon desync in this PvP servers, so for example, if that's a player and I hit them like this, 90% of the time it doesn't work because there is a delay and there is a desync, so we call it weapon desync. It doesn't work. The best way to fix it is, for example, if I'm defending my base and somebody wants to come and raid me, I just simply go to the other base, which is my closest base, and then I teleport back where I'm getting raided. Either I will fly from here and go kill them there because it's really close, and it will fix the weapon desync, or I just teleport into my base if they are not camping my pal box. If they are camping my pal box, I would never teleport like this, because the, I don't know, 5 second or whatever that you are in the loading screen, they're gonna kill you by camping your pal box. So, but if you are not camping your pal box, the best way to just teleport here, your weapon desync is fixed, and then your weapon damage will work, your RPG will work, your gun will work, everything will work. And the next new stat points. The best way to farm these flowers, or they call, for example, like power lotus, stamina lotus, life lotus, the small ones or the big ones, they are all in dungeon, but the small ones, the best way to do farm them is oil rig. And I would say oil rig is number 2, but number 1 is Blazamon Rio, the boss. Every time you kill it, each member of your party or your guild that was helping you to kill that will receive some amount of flowers. And we killed like 20 of those Blazamons, and we got over 40 Lotuses in each of them. Like we had more than 40 in power, more 40 than stamina, health, and all that. And as you can see, do I have a potion? Let me show you how much skill I have. So if I press this, you see I have 23 in my attack without giving it any points. So it means I have used 23 potions. I have 27 used in my work speed, 11 used in my weight, 9 in HP, 6 in stamina. So this is just free stats. Like I can max my attack or whatever. But the thing is, since we are here, early game, when it's early wipe, the best thing you can do is put everything in work speed. Like make your work speed at least like 1.5k, and then your weight around like 700, 800, and 200 is enough for early game, 200 stamina, and the rest goes to HP. And late game, you want 300 stamina, you want 1000 weight, you don't want anything in work speed obviously, and the rest goes to HP. That's all. And I have 11.4k HP, I have 300 stamina, I have 160 attack, 10% is added to it because of the Vanguard on my Gale Claw. Defense is 2.2k because of the food that I use as well. There is 20% added with the food, but you can see how much like PAL skill effects, food, equipment skill effects, and equipment enhancements. Then work speed and weight, that's all you need for late game. But early game, make sure you have enough work speed, because there is a lot of crafting and it's annoying to craft it with like pals who have handiwork level 1 or 2, because early game you don't have Anubises obviously, so you need to like do most of the work speed yourself, and this way you can level up very fast and craft whatever you need. Butchering pals was the next one that I wanted to mention with these potions. As you know, they need meat. The deer meat, rush boar, or klepsa. One of them was Muzurina, the cow. Which one was it? I don't know, maybe, oh yeah, this one, attack one. It needs the cow meat as well. So what you can do is just simply breed them. Like, what are you gonna late game with all your money and all this stuff? Just make some cake, breed those cows, and butcher them. And you don't need to do this forever. You just need to do this for like, I don't know, 20 eggs, 40 eggs, and that's all you need. And as you know, the new perks called Philanthropist, if I'm saying it right, and Nocturnal makes the pals to produce egg 100% faster. So if you have the parents, both of the parents with this perk is 200% faster egg production. So I'm sure after producing like, I don't know, 20 or 40 egg from a cow, you will get one with philanthropist and nocturnal. So you want those on your main pals that you are breeding for farm or whatever. For example, on my Memogs, I have it all of my Memogs has it, the pairs, like this pair. They all have the nocturnal and philanthropist, so they will make eggs faster. And I breed them and butcher them for coin. And for the new training manuals, so early game there is not much. You need a lot of them, not early game, but mid to late game. You need a lot of these Memogs for the training manual, because there is a chance that they will drop a training manual. I have already butchered all of my Memogs. I don't have anything to butcher. So they will give you money and a chance to drop a training manual. So that's the best way to get those training manuals. And the thing is, they give you, I think, enough money, which is more than enough. Then they basically give you the money back for the cake that you spend it on each egg, even more, I think. So that's a good way to do it. And trading. The next one that I wanted to mention is trading. How to get the most out of a trade. So with the two new perks in the new update, one is noble and one is fine fur. So 5% and 3%. So all 5 of them, I have 40% extra in sale and buy prices. So if you check here, as you can see, like high quality oil usually is 330 or 320, so it's 180 now. And even if I decide to sell something, the price of each ball is usually, I think, 2000 something or 4000 something. Now it's 6000. So if you want to buy or sell anything, make sure you have this 2 perk, or if it's early game, make sure at least you have like a few nobles or fine fur here and there. And later when you got 2 pals that one has noble and one has fine fur, you can breed them together and the child will have both of the perks, and then you can use them for trading. Like, where is my milk and egg seller? Here. Look at the price of stuff. Like 30 gold for milk, which is usually I think 50. 30 for eggs, 60 for wheat, 30 for berries, 180 for pal fluid, bone, and pal fluid and is what you need the most for making like cement to make balls, which is really cheap. But the rest of stuff that was added by admin or the mother of the server, the price will not affect those. Like these perks will not affect those. Otherwise the rocket launcher ammo would be like around, I don't know, 30 something K or 40K. But it affects everything, literally. The price of like rifle ammo, shotgun ammo, rifle ammo, handgun, all of everything will be, everything that is default in the shop will be reducing price. Let's see how much was the price of a ball if I don't use any of these. So it's 4.5k each of them. With those 2 perks combined, it was 6.3k. So you make sure you sell and buy everything with those 2. And that's all. I think I have mentioned everything. The perks that you need, the pals that you need. Also, maybe not this one. Anyway, I'll find it later. For breathing, there would be one thing to mention. As you can see, my Shadow Big has Flame Funnel. You can't buy this ability from the shop, even the modded shop that they added to the server. You cannot find it on a tree, same as Holy Burst. It's not obtainable anywhere. Only 2 pals have it. One is Cuttress Ignis. Yeah, she has it. And then the other one is, I think the ghost one, Sutzer, if I'm saying the name right, has this ability. So the thing is, I wanted it on my Shadow Big to try to see how it works. and the only way to do it is through breeding. So basically you need a Cutlass that has this perk, or any perk in the game. Like if you want to give Solar Blast, or any perk that is hard to find or hard to get, you can give it to the next pal through breeding. So for example, you are breeding Musando, right, for your team. You need 3 of them, and you have found a lightning strike. So what you do is for example, after opening many eggs, you found a Musanda with the 4 perks that you want, and you can breed it with another Musanda that is 2 perk or 3 perks as this 4 perk to get more perfect ones for your other teammates. What you can do is make sure they are still level 1, do not level them up, because when you level them up they will learn more skills and it will make the job harder. So use that skill fruit, which is lightning strike, on your Musanda level 1, and then start breeding it with another Musanda. So you want to get more Musandas. The new Musanda babies, there is a chance that they will get lightning strike by default, so they don't need to go find the fruit and use it on the pal again. So with one fruit you can make multiple perfect Musandas that have lightning strike. That's what I did here. And same goes for IVs. If the parent has good IVs, the child will have a good IVs as well. So in that case, you should know about that as well. And any spell, Dark Cannon, like last wipe, we couldn't obtain Dark Cannon. They added to the loot tree, this update. So you can like loot the fruit from the tree. But last wipe we use Bella to give the Dark Cannon to the pals that I wanted. Or for example, if you check, where is my Depresso? You see, my Depresso has a flame funnel because I breeded it through what I needed and gave it flame funnel. Now I can just summon it and it will go crazy fast, chase people, and flame funnel will hit them. Simple. That's all. If there is any other thing that I forgot and someone wants to know about it, you can just let me know in comments, or most of you who's gonna watch this video know me in Discord, so you can text me there. And good luck. Get better.